Today we are at South Florida's newest RV destination. Old Florida Motor Coach Resort is celebrating their grand opening, and they have built an incredible facility to cater to RV and motor coach owners. Today we're going to take a look at their world-class clubhouse and pool that's a resort-style facility unlike anything we've ever seen. We're going to talk about rental rates, lot ownership rates. We're going to meet the family that developed this resort. We're going to interview some of the RV owners that are staying here and try to get you guys as much information as possible. So this is a really fun video. Let's go check out Old Florida Motor Coach Resort. So we're here with Michael Rubinton, one of the developers here, and this is quite the clubhouse, possibly the nicest motor coach resort clubhouse in the country here.
It's definitely possible, yeah. We're really proud of it. We're a little over a couple weeks old, and we can't wait for everybody to come and see it.
Absolutely. So what was the thought process in building this outdoor area? There's a lot more going on with the cabanas, and we're going to take a look inside the clubhouse in a moment, but what was your thought process when developing this?
About 4 years ago, when we got into the motor coach world, we were touring some resorts, and what we really wanted to do was match the quality of the motor coaches that these people drive with the resort that they were staying at. It was a simple idea, and I think we accomplished that.
Yes, sir. This is definitely like a Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis style outdoor area here. Totally different than anything we've seen, but why don't we walk around a little bit here? I see we've got a large stage set up over here. It looks like you guys are getting ready for a party later this afternoon.
We are. We did our soft open at the beginning of January. We're now at the end of January, and we are having our big grand opening event, Motor Coachella, which we hope will become a yearly thing. So we're bringing in a lot of big local bands to come here and play for everybody. It's open to the public, so we're expecting quite the turnout, and they'll be performing right on the stage overlooking our beautiful clubhouse here. So it should be a great day and a great night.
And how big is this clubhouse area, or how many square feet is it out here, do you know?
Yeah, so the clubhouse under air is about 15,000 square feet. So we really sought out to bring a luxury housing development feel to a motor coach resort.
I noticed this pool is much bigger than a lot of the pools we see at motor coach resorts. And then over here we have a hot tub, and this is something a little bit different. It looks like you guys are set up for ADA, so if someone wants to enjoy the facilities in a wheelchair, that's very easy to do?
Correct, yeah. So we have both access at the hot tub and access over at the normal pool. So people can actually sit on these chairs if they're in some sort of wheelchair or whatnot, and they can get to enjoy the water as well. Our pool and hot tub both are heated. Even when the Florida weather is not totally perfect, which 90% of the time it is, you can enjoy the water.
Yes, sir, and I want to take a look at these cabanas over here. These really caught my attention. A really nice look with the televisions out here. Now, I'm assuming that the motor coach resort owners and guests here are going to be fighting for these spots here. Are these first come, first serve, or what's the story on the cabanas here?
Yeah, so for our opening season, they're going to be first come, first serve, but as we start to fill out, it'll be available by reservation, which you can book with our concierge at the front desk right in our clubhouse.
Right next to the pool area here, looks like a really upscale bar and restaurant area. What are the plans for this area?
Yeah, so that's something that we're super proud of, and I think it's one of the real unique things about Old Florida. We've partnered with the best restaurant in town, the LaBelle Brewery, to come up with a custom menu for our own restaurant on site. It's called Flip Flops Bar and Grill, and we'll be serving food and cocktails to residents around the pool and the resort, and that'll also feature delivery options, so you can actually have the food and drink delivered right to your coach or right to your casita if that's what you want. And we also have poolside service, where if you're sitting on your chairs and you don't feel like getting up, they'll bring it right over to you, and same with the cabana as well.
So really a true resort style feel here.
That's the idea. The clubhouse, you'll see, it actually all encompasses the pool. So whether you're doing laundry over here, you're throwing a load in, and then you want to go grab a cocktail from the bar or a burger, and then, you know, switch your stuff over to the dryer, you can, but you're still revolving around the pool. And same with the gym, which we'll see in a sec.
And this is extremely upscale as well. All kinds of details from the ceiling, the way it matches the bar here to those huge doors and the indirect lighting around the crown moldings. A lot of high-end touches in this. Was there an inspiration for this design, or?
Yeah, so we've been building in Naples for over 40 years. And the same craftsmanship that we've developed over that time, we wanted to bring to this resort. So the same architect, we are the builder, the same staff that we would use down there, we've brought up here. So this is what we would call Old Florida architecture in general, and it just worked out really well that that happens to be the name of the resort.
Yeah, so it reminds me of a brand new high-end restaurant, plenty of TVs out here. Looks like you've got the bar all stocked and loaded with everybody's favorite beverages. I could definitely sit out here and enjoy some happy hour, enjoy this beautiful view, but then this huge restaurant, very high-end restaurant behind us, what all meals are served here in this restaurant?
This is going to be a multi-purpose restaurant room. So we'll be having dinner services in here, special events, and residents can actually reserve this room if they have a special event themselves.
Okay, so just dinner for now. Is lunch and breakfast available in here at other restaurants?
Yeah. So residents can use this for all of those. So if they want to have a lunch service in here, they can. We will be serving lunch daily, and we'll have breakfast options as well. So the whole resort is basically open to that.
Yeah, that's a great amenity to have, and I've got to compliment the design. The ceiling, it's almost like a linen pattern on the ceiling with cool indirect lighting, and the ceiling fans, the lights, the furniture, everything is done top notch here. Very impressive.
Well, thank you very much. We're really happy with how it came out.
And I'm wondering, is there age restrictions here? Is this an adults only resort, or are families welcome, or?
Good question. Families are more than welcome. Yeah, so it is not 55 and up. We're open to everybody of all ages. We will be developing a adult only pool in our phase 2 section, which is over 70 feet. It'll be off the other side of the project, and it'll really help disperse people once we're at full capacity. So you won't have everybody at one pool, and it'll give people who want more of a quiet pool the availability to have that.
Yeah, really good to have all those options. And I think I even saw an ice cream shop here next door for the kids if they want to get some ice cream.
One of our other features is Scoops, which is on site. So we'll be serving ice cream there, some frozen treats, and also it's going to be a breakfast station. So you'll be able to get pastries, coffee, espresso. It'll be a really, really nice place to lounge, and a little cafe as well.
Yes, it really gives it a resort feel with all of these amenities, but I think you've got a game room inside as well that's even on another level. I think we should show the folks in there.
Let's do it.
Now this is a very stylish pool table here, but this game room is on another level with the accent wall, all of the high-end finishes, but what's the plans for this room?
So this is really a multi-purpose game room. So we obviously have our pool table right here for pool enthusiasts. We have a foosball table, shuffleball table, and really the favorite of mine in here is the 140-inch TV. So this can be used to watch, special games, playoffs, all those fun things. It actually can split up into 4 separate TVs. So in the event that there's multiple games going on, we can have all those going at once. So it's a really, really neat thing to have.
And then it looks like this opens up to the pool area out here, and I see some ping pong outside as well.
We do, yeah. So we have some outdoor ping pong available for guests. We have these nice nano doors here that fold open. These are all hurricane glass. We would use these on super high-end homes in Naples, and we've used them for the community here. So it makes a really nice entrance for the ping pong section.
And those got to be at least, 10, 12 feet tall?
Exactly, yeah. And they're super easy to open. I can show you right here. They just fold right open. And next thing you know, you're outside.
So if you want to play a little ping pong poolside, we're set up for that. But I hear you guys have a pretty big pickleball scene here as well.
That's right. Actually, this weekend we have our very first ever pickleball tournament. So we have 8 pickleball courts on site. We really want to be a destination for pickleballers all over the motor coach community.
Yeah, I want to check out the tennis courts, pickleball courts. I know health and wellness is really important to RVers these days, but you guys have a gym facility here that's top notch as well?
That's right. And that was really one of the things that we wanted to emphasize when we got into this whole project. We wanted to make a gym that people could actually want to use, and I think we did that.
Let's take a quick look here.
Let's do it.
Well, this gym looks, feels, even smells brand new, and you have have quite the variety of equipment here.
I agree. I took a lot of time to make sure that we had an enjoyable gym and one that people would want to use. So whether you're lifting weights or whether you're walking on the treadmill, you're looking out over the pool and you feel like you're at a resort.
Quite the view from the cardio machines there, and you guys have all the best of the best equipment here. I think whatever muscle group or cardio you want to get in, you've got all the free weights, the machines, a little bit of everything. This Matrix machine here with the pull cables, really impressive gym here.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that we have it all, and I'm excited to see this thing get some use.
And I've got to compliment you. By far the coolest lighting I've seen in any gym or RV resort gym or any gym at that. This is something you'd see in a $10 million home. How did you guys come up with this?
I agree, and I'd love to take credit, but that was our designers, and they knocked it out of the park with that. That's my favorite thing in this gym.
I think we've got some really nice locker rooms as well, and I want to look at some of the other fitness type activities you have around here.
Let's do it.
So after getting a workout in or hanging out at the pool, if you want to get cleaned up and take a shower, we've got a nice locker room here.
That's right. Our locker rooms came out great. We have a couple showers in there, lockers, bathrooms, so let's take a look.
So this is a really country club style feel. Again, from the floors to the lockers, and then these showers back here, mosaic tile work, floor to ceiling, just over the top with the little details. You guys did not skimp anywhere here, it looks like.
Continuing with the resort feel, we wanted to give it a resort locker room. So yeah, you have the high quality, high finish showers in here. We have lockers, we have cubbies. All of them have charging ports in them, so you can plug your devices in while you're working out if you wanted to leave something in here. And they can lock as well.
Yeah, very cool. And this is something new that I have not seen yet. The tile work on the wall in the locker room is almost about 6 feet tall, and these ceilings got to be close to 12 feet tall or so? Yeah.
Just about, yeah. So again, the designers hit it out of the park. The same finishes that we would put on a luxury housing development, we did here.
All the little touches, even on the bathroom stalls here with the floor to ceiling doors, no gaps in between like you would see in normal stalls. Very high-end touch there.
Exactly, yeah. That's a nice little privacy touch, and I think it turned out great.
Yes, sir. Now, this is a nice outdoor kitchen setup with 4 large grills. Are these open to the guests here, or?
That's correct, yeah. Residents of Old Florida are free to use this at their discretion. We have 4 natural gas grills here, and we expect that these will get a lot of use. If you have family coming into a town, or you have some special event that you want to reserve one, you can talk to the concierge and make sure that one's ready for you. But in general, yeah, it's going to be first come, first use.
Okay, and you mentioned that if you want to get a load of laundry done while you're out here at the pool, maybe making a meal or having a few drinks at the bar, right next door here, you've got real convenient access to a pretty large size laundry room over here?
That is correct. So again, we are a resort and we want it to be relaxing no matter what you're doing. So whether you're working out or you're doing laundry, we want you to be steps away from the pool. So the idea here was really to, let's say you have a few loads of laundry, you come in here, you throw them in, you go out to the pool, you grab a burger, you grab a cocktail, you relax, and you come back in here and it's done or whatever. So I think it works out pretty well.
Yes, sir, and a lot of times the motor coaches are gonna have pretty small washer and dryers, so nice to have this many washing machines. You can get a lot of laundry done pretty quickly.
Exactly.
So we found Michael's father, John. How you doing today, sir?
Doing great. Thank you, Andrew. How are you?
This is an incredible outside dog park sports court area you have going on. What's going on here, sir?
Well, we have lots of things to do here, lots of fun things. We have, first of all, and most importantly for a lot of our users, is actually our dog park. And we have a fenced dog park. We have 2 separate areas. We have the big dog area. We have a small dog area. We have a airlock here, so you can walk your dog in with a leash. You take them off the leash, and then you can let them into whichever respective side you want them to go. And we actually have water fountains here for the dogs with bowls on the bottom, so we can keep them well hydrated, which is important. You can see we have these Cheeky Huts. They're made here locally, and these are actually the same Cheeky Huts that you can have on your coach home site. They come in different sizes, the price of which ranges from approximately $15,000 to $30,000, depending upon how big you go with, and these are very popular, and we have them throughout the entire sports courts complex.
You had quite a pickleball tournament out here this morning. How many total pickleball courts do you have here?
We have 8 pickleball courts, and we did have a really well-attended tournament out here. We invited some of the neighboring communities to come play, and these are beautiful courts. We also have 2 tennis courts. We have full court basketball, bocce, we have horseshoes, and we have shuffleboard.
So all kinds of cool games to play. And I like the positioning of the pickleball courts here. They're kind of tucked away from a lot of the resort, so you're not going to be getting noise in other parts of the resort. I didn't hear them playing pickleball this morning. They had a huge tournament this morning. So very well thought out plan here overall for the resort.
Thank you. We took that into account. Pickleball is extremely popular, but it's also loud. So we do have a few lots that are adjacent to the pickleball courts for those who are real pickleball enthusiasts, but the majority of the courts are pretty far away and you don't hear them. Here we have full court basketball. We have 4 shuffleboard courts, 4 bocce courts. We have horseshoes. Towards the end of the season, we're going to have kind of an Olympics here, Old Florida Motor Coach Olympics. So it'll be a fun event for everybody.
So no matter what your game is, there's something here for you.
We have ping pong, we have billiards, we have the rec room, we have the pool, we have the kids' playground, we have the outdoor movies, we have all the sports courts. We've tried to make it like adult summer camp here.
If you're trying to find something to do, there's no excuses to be bored around here.
Beautiful Florida weather, lots of things to do outside. It's a great place to be.
Yes, sir. So when someone arrives here at Old Florida Motor Coach Resort, what type of check-in process can they expect?
Yeah, so our resort is professionally managed, and we have multiple people at the reception desk basically until the last guest arrives for the day. They'll stage their coach right here, and they'll come into our lobby. So let's go take a look. Guests enter through here, and they'll meet with one of our lovely receptionists. This is Cindy right here. Once they check in, our general manager comes out, he'll meet them, and he'll actually escort them to their site.
Yes, sir, an extremely impressive welcoming area with a backlit countertop here. So many high-end touches. It feels like we're in a Ritz-Carlton style resort.
I mean, this lit countertop is pretty cool. It came out great. And let's go take a look at the sundry shop. So when guests check in, we have a whole allotment of some foods and drinks here that they can grab on the way to their lot. So everything from pancakes to some frozen items and drinks. And also we have some toiletries here if they need any toothpaste and whatnot.
Yeah, very convenient, something that you would find at more of a resort than an RV resort.
Exactly, that was the inspiration behind it.
Now, what other amenities can we find here at the Welcome Center?
Yeah, so we have mailroom accessibility for residents. They can get in there with a keypad any time of day. And we also have an Amazon package room. So it's easily organized so people can come in here and find their packages without any trouble.
Now, is that mail service only for owners here at the resort or also for guests that are renting?
Yeah, so if you're renting your lot to somebody, the staff here at the front desk will help them find any packages that they have or mail, and that goes along with check-in as well. They'll guide your residents who are renting your lot to that lot and make it super seamless for them.
Very convenient.
Yeah.
I want to ask you some questions about what lots are available, casitas. Now, what part of the resort are we standing in right now?
This is one of our premium waterfront lots, and the prices start at around $235,000. Right now we go up to about $450,000. I project raising prices to about $500,000 once we get going.
Now, I'm assuming that's for blank lots, and then there's an additional cost to build out like a casita like we see in the models back here?
That's correct. So the standard lot comes with this paver driveway. All of the driveways are the same material. It's a high-end custom concrete paver. We have landscape, sod, underground irrigation, underground utilities. Everybody gets Wi-Fi throughout the entire development. That's all part of when you buy the basic lot. We have lots that are 50 by 100 on average, but we have others as large as 50 by about 120 feet on the water. Every single lot in here has the ability to accommodate a casita. Our casitas range in size from approximately 550 to 800 square feet air-conditioned living space. That does not include outdoor patios. We offer garage options, outdoor dining rooms. So there's the ability to go ahead and customize a casita. You can have a base casita, which starts at about $450,000, or you can have the larger casita, which starts at about $550,000, and then you can add on to that, which we'll take a look at shortly.
And if someone purchases a blank lot like the one we're standing on, are they required to build a casita on that lot?
No, when you buy a lot, we also offer the option of tiki huts. We have outdoor kitchens, we have the casitas, so you can have the lot just as you see it here, or you can add on to it. The intent is to enable people to customize the lots, and that's really as a result of our development background. You know, we do high-end custom residential. We're accustomed to people wanting to have things exactly the way that they want it. When you're spending, you know, $250,000 to $500,000 on a lot, $450,000 to $700,000 on a casita. You want it the way you want it. So we're general contractors. We do a lot of custom work, so the buyers are going to be able to have whatever it is that they want.
And how many total lots are there in the resort here?
We have a total of 440 lots. I've broken it up into 2 phases. The first phase is 220 lots. It also consists of the bulk of our amenities. The second phase is an additional 220 lots. We have the secondary pool, plus we're going to have climate-controlled RV storage in the second phase as well.
Yes, sir. Well, I'd like to take a look at some of these casitas and then talk to you more about the storage options, prices. I want to really dig deep on pricing. But to get a little bit more of an idea of your background, I heard a rumor that you've been developing in this part of the world for a long time now.
Well, I'm not going to date myself, but yeah, I've been doing it for a while. My dad started the first project in Pelican Bay, which is a 1,500-acre development in Naples. I started working with him right out of college, and through him I learned the development business. I got my Class A general contractor's license, also real estate broker and developer. So it's 3 different skill sets, and we bring all that experience to the table here at the development. I think it shows.
And I believe your son mentioned that you're using the same architects, the same vendors, contractors that you've used in Naples for several years.
We did. We brought our team of consultants and experts up here to LaBelle to do this project, yes.
And how far are we from the closest airport down in Fort Myers there?
Southwest Regional Airport is probably about 30 minutes from here, so it's very close. LaBelle also has a private airport, so if you have a private jet, you can fly in and out of LaBelle.
Okay, we're about 2 hours from Fort Lauderdale Airport, give or take.
Sounds about right.
And what other amenities are in this area?
One of the great things about Southwest Florida in general is you have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. We're half an hour from the beach. We have Caloosahatchee River, which is literally 3 minutes from our site, where you can have great bass fishing and boating on the river. There's a ramp right down the street from our development. You have close access to deep sea fishing in Fort Myers or Sanibel or Captiva. We're close to Naples shopping, great theater close by Fort Myers, Barbara B. Mann Center. You have the Philharmonic and Gulf Shore Playhouse in Naples. So you have really a wide array of amenities very close by.
And you mentioned that there's some retail development at the front of the resort that's going to be shopping in the future? Or?
We have 10 acres of retail commercial planned for the front of the project. We're getting ready to go to market with that. We're going to be having gas and convenience right at the main entrance. Plus we'll have retail with breweries, salons, pet care, restaurants, a lot of nice users that will play well with the residents here as well as the local community.
Yes, a really up and coming area. Now, I was impressed. We got a sneak preview of the casitas. Do you think we could show the folks on YouTube the models that you have here?
Let's go take a look.
I'm noticing that these lots have quite a bit more landscaping than the lots we were just standing on. Are these a little more along in the development process here?
That's why. This is a standard landscape package right here. So what you see when you buy, this is exactly how it comes here. So we have a Calusa hedge here. These can grow up to be 6 to 8 feet. We have birds of paradise, which will spread out, and they have beautiful flowering plants on them. We have other trees that are mixed in here. So the idea is to give it a really lush tropical flavor.
So when the resort is fully developed, you're going to have essentially a hedge in between each site to give you some privacy in between the sites?
Exactly. Exactly. And all of the lots will be finished exactly like this.
Well, I'm glad we're seeing it right now because I know how this stuff grows in Florida, and it won't be long until these are all hedges. I think this is going to really develop nicely with the landscape.
Our growing season here is 365 days a year, and all of the landscape maintenance is all included in your HOA fees.
And on that note, I've got to ask you, what are the HOA fees here at the resort?
The HOA fees are $1,500 plus or minus paid quarterly.
Okay, so $6,000 a year, give or take, with all of the amenities.
It also includes your utilities. We have the underground water and sewer. We have the new power pedestals here at all the lots. So it's a comprehensive package.
And including all of that and then all of the amenities with the clubhouse and everything, that seems very reasonable. Now, having a restaurant on site here, is there a minimum monthly spend at the restaurant and bar?
No. You can use the restaurant as much as you want or not use it at all. And we also have delivery service from the restaurant to your lots. So if you're here, if you don't feel like going up to the restaurant, you can call for room service.
Yeah, so that's a really convenient amenity to have. But I'd like to look inside of some of these models back here. Do you mind if we take a look?
Let's go take a look.
This is a really nice casita here. I love the metal roofs, the paver driveway, the landscaping. And this one has a garage on it as well. And I saw in the sheets that you sent me that that's an option to have the garage and the outdoor kitchen.
It is. So again, we have the base casita here, which is approximately 800 square feet under air, and we have options that you can add to it. We actually offer 2 garage options. This is the back garage. We also offer the option to have the garage in front of the house, or you could have 2 garages. So if you want to keep a golf cart, you can use one for the golf cart. You could use the second garage for storage, or just one garage for either or. We have the outdoor dining. We have the outdoor patio, and we have roll-down screens at the patio, and you could also have roll-down hurricane shutters if you'd like as well. So would you like to take a look inside?
Yes, please. Well, this has a beautiful design and a beautiful feel with a waterfront view here. What's the name of this model, or what floor plan is this?
This is the Sand Dollar. We offer 4 different plans. The Sand Dollar is one of our larger plans. We also offer a loft option in here as well. And then the one next door is the Palm, which is our smaller plan.
Now, what is the price on this model as it sits?
The price of this model can go up to about $750,000. This particular home is being sold as is furnished. What we do is we sell them and then we lease them back for a period of time until we can build a substitute model.
Now, is this currently available?
It is.
So about $750,000 for the casita, and then another $450,000 for the lot, so about $1.1 million total. I want to ask you more questions about, what type of a split if someone purchases a lot and wants to lease it back in the rental pool through the resort. So these start at about $550,000 with no options, and then this is about $750,000 loaded up. You probably are pulling out all the stops on this one, I would assume.
That's by design, and it's my experience after having done this for so long that people want to see it. So when we do a model, we show all the possible variations and options and upgrades that you can build. It doesn't mean you have to purchase all of them, but by being able to see them, it enables you to intelligently discern which ones you might want, which ones you might not want. One of the unique things about our casitas as compared to some other substitute products is that these are really mini homes. They're hurricane proof. You can live in them. They have full kitchens, bedrooms, living rooms. We have second floor options. Some people might decide, I want to have family and friends come and visit me while I have my coach here. So your family and friends can actually live in this home, or you could live in the home while your coach is parked here. So they offer a lot of flexibility in regard to that.
Yes, sir. Can we check out the bedroom area?
Let's go take a look. So this is a bedroom here. You have a full bath that also services the other parts of the cabana. We have a walk-in closet and king-size bed. So you can see it's very generous in space.
Yes, sir. Jack and Jill doors on the bathroom, but this is something that I really like that you guys did. This walk-in closet actually has a washer and dryer in the closet, out of the way. A really nice feature. And is that an option, or do they come standard with the washer and dryers?
Standard. The washer and dryer is included in the price of the house, yes.
Nice. And then coming back into the bathroom here, so we have the Jack and Jill doors, but a very large bathroom here. And again, just beautiful tile work, all of the finishes. Your design team really is top notch. They did a great job.
When you purchase a casita, we have all these standard selections available for you in the sales office. The sales associate will go through the selections for you. You can pick them very easily. In the event you want to go beyond what the standard selections are, we will facilitate an introduction to our interior designer, and they can meet with you and you can customize the facility.
Now this ceiling is really catching my attention, way over the top. Is that something that's an option, or is that standard?
That's an interior finish detail. It's actually not a very expensive detail, so if somebody wanted it, it would not be of any consequence. Sure, we can do that.
And then these doors, they've got to be 10 feet tall or 8 feet tall?
Those are 8-foot interior doors. All of the trim and interior doors and hardware are standard. Also, one other thing I'll point out to you is that the wood floors that you see here are also standard, and we have an assortment of different woods that you can pick for the floors.
Yeah, beautiful woods, beautiful baseboards as well. All the newer high-end finishes we see in the brand new multi-million-dollar homes. Now this has an optional outdoor kitchen area as well?
We have an outdoor patio here, and we have an outdoor dining area, and then we have the garage. So we can take a look at those if you'd like.
As we step outside here, this has a view of that beautiful clubhouse and pool area. And I'm assuming that there's going to be more landscaping kind of finishing out this area as the resort develops.
All of the lots will have a generous landscape allowance. The common areas will be very lush when the project is completed, yes.
Okay. Now, it looks like there's still some construction work on this fireplace behind you, but beautiful wood beams, the wood beams on the ceiling here. Is that all optional stuff, I'm assuming?
The wood beams would be standard with the covered porch, and it can be whatever type of wood finish that you would like to interface with your decorating scheme. Also, we have the shell stone patios here, which is on a slab. So that's a little bit unique, very high-end, very custom.
And beautiful furniture out here. We've got another kind of outdoor sitting area this way. Is this all part of the outdoor patio area?
These are two separate components, and as we touched on a little bit earlier, you can have as much or as little as you'd like. So you have the outdoor component patio here, you have the outdoor dining area component here. So this is kind of A and B. We also have the roll down screens, which are optional, that we show here as well.
And I know costs are going to always be changing as you develop, but right now, if someone were to purchase a lot, what's the option cost for these two different areas out here?
These components are priced individually. The outdoor patio is with the fireplace and the stone is about $50. The outdoor patio here with the full kitchen is about $50, and then the garage is about $30.
Okay, so about $130,000 in options to add, this whole outdoor area and the garage.
Correct.
Yeah, a really nice outdoor living area. And then I see a place for some roll-down sunshades, or...
These are screens, so that you can go ahead and optional roll-down screens, and we can add hurricane shutters in here as well.
Very nice. And of course, that's all kind of a la carte
Correct.
option. Awesome. Now, this is probably one of the more Mac Daddy models here. I think there's another model that's a little less expensive than this.
Yes, and one of my philosophies when showing models is I like to show one that has all the bells and whistles, and then I like to show one that's a little bit more standard, so that you can see what the spread is, and depending upon what your budget is, you can still get into the standard, and it can be beautiful and awesome, and you can go into the high end, which is a little bit larger and a little bit more, Mac Daddy'd out.
Yes, sir. And this one at that $750,000 price you mentioned, does that include all the furniture as well?
When you buy one of our models, all the furniture that you see here is included in the model. You get everything that you see. But when you build custom with us, typically what happens is we'll make an introduction for you to the interior designer, and then you can contract directly with the interior designer to select and buy your furniture.
Oh, very cool. That makes sense. So the garage is plenty of room for a golf cart. Looks like the epoxy floors as well. Is that standard in the garage?
The epoxy floor is an option, and the garage can be used again for storage or for your golf cart.
Very nice. So this is going to be a little bit more basic. I'm noticing that there's no garage here. The garage is moved over to the front on this model.
Right. So we offer the option of putting the garage in the front or in the back. What we discovered after building the garage in the back is that it encroaches on your sight line to the water a little bit, so your coach would not be able to see that. So we concluded as a result of that by putting the garage in the front, it makes it more open, and some people might prefer that. So there's no difference in cost, it's just a matter of preference. Would you like it in the front, or would you like it in the back? We can do it either way, or we can do one of each.
Okay, and this model here, what price point are these models going to start at?
This is our entry-level casita. This is about 550 square feet under air. It starts at about $450,000, and that's completely finished inside, your full kitchen, laundry. Then you have the option of adding on the outdoor patio off the back, or the garage if you like. The outdoor patio is going to run approximately $50,000 if you do the full fireplace and the roll down screens. And then you have the garage over here, which is a $30,000 option.
Okay, and what are the lot premiums on these waterfront lots across from the clubhouse here?
The pricing of the lots starts at about $230,000, $235,000, and it goes up to $450,000. What influences the price are two things. It's the size of the lot. The larger the lot, the higher the price, and whether it's waterfront, preserve, or interior. So the big pie-shaped waterfront lots naturally are your most expensive. The least expensive lots are the interior garden lots. They're all nice. There's no bad lots anywhere. We made sure of that. They're all generous size. Minimum lot is 50 by 100. The pie-shaped lots are quite a bit larger. So we have any varying amount of options subject to what your pocketbook allows.
Yes, sir. Do you think we can take a look at this model here?
Let's go look.
Now, before we go inside, there's still an area right here that's kind of undeveloped. Would the owner have their say at putting an outdoor living area out here, or landscaping, or what can this space be utilized for?
You could do a tiki hut out here, which are very popular. You could do outdoor kitchen. You could just do a patio, extended patio. You could extend your driveway. You could make it a little garden, whatever it is you might want to do. The open area that you see here to the next, that's actually a dry retention area, and that's part of our overall water management system.
Okay, so that area is not going to be developed then?
Correct. What you see is what you get there. During the rainy season, which is our summer, that'll have standing water in it, so it'll almost be like a preserve area. You'll see birds feeding in there, and it'll actually be very pretty.
Well, that's nice for this lot that they have a little bit of elbow room with the water and then that preserve over there.
We try to have everything, all the lots in the project back up to something. The intent is to create a feeling, even though we have 440 lots, the objective is to have it feel like it's a lower density project, more residential in nature, great landscaping for privacy. We just want you to feel like you're coming home every time you pull into your driveway.
As this landscaping develops, I think this property is going to really mature nicely. I'm really looking forward to seeing all this vegetation grow.
Being here in Florida, the vegetation is like outdoor decorating, so it's very important.
Yes, so you can almost literally watch the grass grow here if you wait long enough.
You can.
So this is a very similar design to what we saw on the other model, but it doesn't have the living area next to the kitchen area.
This is intended to be kind of a social gathering area where you can go ahead and have breakfast or dinner with friends if you'd like. It enables you to enjoy the inside-outside lifestyle that Southwest Florida is really famous for, and we try to incorporate that into all of our residential units.
Again, that nice style on the ceiling there as well. And as we walk outside, it looks like they might have a back order on fireplaces. Are those coming in soon?
No, actually, yes, the fireplace is back ordered. As you know, the project is just coming online right now, so we're hoping to have that in the next couple of days. But yes, so we have the gas fireplace that will be going in here. It's propane gas. This particular unit does not have the roll down shades or shutters. And again, the intent with the models is to show you a different level of finish. So this is intended to be the entry level, whereas we have the more custom level next door. So it gives everybody the opportunity of seeing how both look.
Well, it's still the really cool beams here on the ceiling, and then a beautiful view of the water in the clubhouse here.
And this demonstrates too, or illustrates, this is actually a PVC material. It's not real wood. We use this whenever we're doing outside treatments, and we actually carry the same treatment inside. And the trim that we noted earlier at the bar area and the reception is the exact same materials.
So it's going to wear much better with the elements and
This material will far outlast us, yes.
And is this shellcrete standard on this, or is that an upgrade?
This is called shell stone, and it is a little bit of an upgrade from the paver material. When you go with the outdoor patio area, this is a standard material for the outdoor patio. If you didn't have anything here, the standard casita would still come with a brick patio out here with the same paver that you have in the driveway. You also have the option out here, if you'd want to, we can put ice makers, little refrigerators, you can do outdoor grills, so you can customize this as much as you like.
So this model, as it sits without the furniture, and all the options it has, about what does this model sit at?
The basic price of this model before the lease back is approximately $950,000 to $1 million.
Okay, that's including the lot and everything.
Everything, yes.
And I want to ask more questions about rental and the lot pool, but can we take a closer look back in this one? Mm-hmm. Really good sized bedroom. Again, that cool style on the ceiling, but it looks like it's big enough for a king, but you've only got a queen in here now.
That's correct. It could easily accommodate a king.
And then again, like we saw in the larger model, I really like having that full-size washer and dryer in this large walk-in closet. And then again, Jack and Jill doors here. So this is kind of a standard size bathroom, the same size bathroom we saw in the previous model.
Correct.
North Trail RV has a few coaches on display for the grand opening party. They've got this nice Renegade XL with a really cool paint job on it. And then they've also got a brand new $1 million Tiffin Zephyr, but let's peek inside of this Renegade real quickly. And this is a really cool updated look with the straight line lighting, very cool style refrigerator. Of course, the Renegades are gonna have a lot of headroom. They've got a little golf going on right now on the Freightliner chassis. Bath and a half coach with a half bath, washer, dryer, huge bedroom, good sized rear bathroom with a really cool style on the shower wall. But let's go check out that Zephyr real quick. And I don't think we've seen a Zephyr on the channel yet with the huge windows here, really cool style on the ceiling. It's got a sticker of $982,639, almost $1 million coach, cool accent wall. It is a bath and a half coach. I believe this is gonna have the 605 Cummins. Again, that cool style on the ceiling. It reminds me a lot of the new body style King Air, and a really good sized rear bathroom with a smaller closet, not a walk-in closet in the back, with a safe. Always cool to see the latest and greatest, but let's go hear more about this resort. So we found Rick and Lisa, some of the first guests here at Old Florida Motor Coach Resort. How has it been so far?
Very good, very pretty.
Love the place.
So how did you find out about this resort and what brought you here?
We were at an RV show a couple years ago, and they had somebody there passing out flyers, and we signed up and been receiving emails now since probably the last 2 years. And I told her, I said, oh, look, they're having a grand opening special, so we decided to come.
Now, what are your first thoughts about it? What do you like?
Very big, very pretty, plenty of foliage so far. It's going to take a little while, but it'll grow in, so it'll look like it's been here a while, but it's still new.
I think it's been done up right. It's very classy, very elegantly done. Very happy with it.
Comparing this to other RV resorts out there that you've been to, what's different about this resort?
I think you guys have thought of everything. I just noticed the TVs and the pergolas. That's a very nice touch.
The
Thought
whole
of
setup
everything.
over there is pretty nice. It's a great entrance when you come in. You feel welcome when you come in. We've been a lot of different resorts around. Of course, they're all different in different ways. The one thing we do notice here, and I don't know if anybody said it, the lot size is very large.
Yes.
Very large. Talked to different people in here, and they've spent a lot of time and effort trying to make sure that everything that an RVer would want, they have here.
And how long have you been RVing for?
At least 35 years.
35, maybe
long
longer.
Long time.
Oh, wow. So I'm sure you've got some wisdom out there, and a lot of folks out on YouTube have never RV'd before. They're maybe thinking about getting into the RV lifestyle. Is there any advice that you would have for someone that's thinking about getting into the RV or motor coach lifestyle?
I've had pop-ups, trailers, gas motorhomes, diesel motorhomes. My personal preference is the diesel pusher. And my big advice to a lot of people, when you go out there and if it's new, don't go too small.
Absolutely.
You'll regret it every time. I've had friends that have bought RVs. They start off with small ones and I tell them, no, go get bigger, get bigger. Well, I don't want to be able to drive it. I said, once you're in and driving it, it's no big deal. You'll be fine with it. And every single one of them end up buying bigger.
Bigger.
And
Trading up.
yeah, I see you've got the Tiffin jacket, a beautiful Allegro bus back there. How has the Allegro bus treated you?
Love it.
well.
We've had it a long time. I love it very much.
We have 2 Tiffins.
Oh, very cool.
We have a smaller. We have a
We
Sprinter.
have a small, that's a Wayfarer.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. You're true RVers
Yeah.
then. Well, I know there's a lot going on with live music and everything happening at the pool bar right now.
Yeah.
So really appreciate you taking the time and sharing
No
with
problem.
that.
Enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. And I hope you guys enjoy your stay here.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
certainly are.
Thank
We
you.
will.
If someone purchases an undeveloped lot like one of these pie-shaped lots here, are they able to put a pool or a hot tub on the lot?
Absolutely. So you can see here how much room you would have. So you can do a below ground pool and spa, or you could do an above ground spa.
Okay, and if someone wants to purchase a lot here, obviously it's your grand opening, so I know you've got some availability right now, but what's the schedule from, when they purchase the lot and then building the coach house? How does that whole process go?
When you go to contract, we take a 5% deposit, and then by Florida state law, you have a 7-day free look after that, and then at the end of the 7 days, we require a second deposit of 10%. So you have a total of 15% up, and then we close on the lot approximately 30 to 45 days after contract. After your closing, we'll commence construction on your casita, and the casita construction takes approximately 5 to 6 months, and that is paid with progress payments, just like you were building a home. So you don't pay for the whole casita until it's CO'd and finished. We also have financing available. So if purchasers need financing, we have a contact that we'll put you in touch with, and there's several options. You can finance the lot and purchase at the casita together.
Okay, I know rates are always changing, but any idea what the current rates are right now?
Current rates for these loans would be consistent with typical residential loans. So however the rates fluctuate, that's what they would be.
And being brand new, I'm sure you're looking forward to getting some of these lots sold. Are there any incentives for some of the first buyers that want to come in here and be some of the first owners?
We have incentives for both rentals and buyers. Right now is 20% off for rentals. And if you're buy, you get 5% off of everything. So if you buy your casita now, if you decide you want to buy a cheeky hut, if you want to buy climate controlled storage unit, whatever it is that you have, you get 5% off the top on anything that you buy.
And I know they don't make more dirt in Florida, so everybody's moving here in droves, it seems like, so great opportunity for somebody.
Well, we've discovered there are a lot of people who are looking to make Florida their domicile. This is a great cost-effective option to do that. We're welcoming everybody and looking forward to them coming down.
Yes, sir. I recently became a Florida state resident. I'm enjoying the no state income tax here. So I think a lot of the viewers out there can appreciate being a resident of Florida. A lot of value there.
Absolutely. And having the permanent mailbox here, and your little casita mini home enables you to qualify, and we're hoping that that's appealing to a lot of people.
Now, any type of mail forwarding service, you know, say snowbirds are living here in the wintertime, but in the summer they go visit some of the other resorts around the country and their mail is still being delivered here. Are you set up? I know that's still pretty new to be asking those kind of questions, but is that something that you guys will facilitate?
I don't know if we're able to do that or not legally, quite honestly. That may be something you have to just have mail forwarding through the post office. But it's certainly a great suggestion and something that we'll look into.
Now, if there's any investors out there that want to purchase multiple lots, are there any incentives for investors?
From an investment perspective, we are offering the ability to buy multiple lots. You can buy lots next to each other, or you can buy lots in different areas in the development. The same 5% discount would apply, and we can go ahead and manage the rentals of those properties for you during your holding period until you decide to sell them. We have an on-site sales office. We can also assist you with the on-site sales as well.
So someone that's thinking about purchasing a lot here is probably going to want to come rent ahead of time to really get a feel for it. What are your rental rates and what's your rental availability?
Well, our availability is wide open right now because we're just opening. Our rates start at around $130 a night during the season, and it goes up to about $190 a night depending upon which site that you select.
And I think you've got 5 different tiers.
We have premium waterfront, lake view, glades view, preserve view, and garden view. So the premium with the pie-shaped lots are going to, you know, that'll be your $190 a night, and your interior lots are more of the $130 a night.
Now, is there a discount if someone wants to stay for a month or stay for the whole season?
Yes, if you stay for a month on a single lot, depending upon the lot, the prices will range from around $3,500 to $5,000.
And then I know after April 1st, I'm assuming rates go down a little bit?
Yes, so we have peak season, which is January, February, March. We have mid-season, which is October, November, and April. And then once you get into May until October, that's considered our off-season. So in normal occupancy rates, once we get up and running, what we're projecting is about a 90 to 95% occupancy rate for season 25-26. This season right now, it's not going to meet that because we just opened. But in general, all of the substitute product that is in our area right here, they run close to 100% during season.
Okay, well now in the off season, I think especially for Florida residents, if they want to come hang out by the pool, maybe have a little staycation, this would be a great place to do it. Are you going to have the live music and the restaurant and everything off season as well?
During the off season, we're kind of taking that on a TBD. You know,
we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, right. We don't know what if the occupancy gets up to 20 to 40%, absolutely. If we're running, you know, 10%, 15%, then, well, you know, maybe weekends we will do it. So that's we're kind of working through that, and we will serve the residents as needed. If we have people here, we're going to take care of them.
What are some of the off-season rates looking like?
You can stay for as low as $97 a night. That goes up to $143 a night, again, depending upon the site that you picked.
Any monthly off-season rates?
Off-season rate is $2,600 to $3,800.
Okay, some great opportunities, and you don't have any age restrictions. Families can come as well.
We're family friendly. We're pet friendly. We have 2 dog parks. The main dog park has a big dog and little dog area. We have water fountains for the dogs. We have 5 miles of walking trails, so you can, you know, bike or walk throughout the project. We rent golf carts, so when you're going to be coming and staying on a vacation, you can let us know in advance if you want a golf cart. We'll have it here ready for you. We're going to be phasing in electric bikes in the near future, so we're very family friendly.
And you mentioned the dog park. Is there any breed restrictions for pets?
Naturally, there are certain breeds that, you know, aggressive breeds that we discourage from bringing in. If you have a dog, and if a dog is a nuisance to your neighbors, then, you know, we don't allow that either. You would have to leave. Yeah.
That's understandable, yes, sir. Now, I know there's a couple models built, but when people start developing these lots with outdoor kitchens and casitas, I'm sure the rental rates are going to change. If someone purchases a lot, what kind of a kickback do they get or share with the resort? Are they able to re-rent these lots out?
Oh, yes. We have an on-site sales reception building, and we have that fully staffed. You're not obligated to lease or resell your property with us, but it makes a lot of logistical sense to do so because we have the staff and the expertise right there. We don't have any casitas right now that are available for rent, but once people start to buy and build them, then the casitas, you know, subject to the seller or the owner of the property, will be available along with the property to rent. In theory, you could rent your property and not give somebody access to your casita, but in all likelihood, if you have a casita, you're going to want to capitalize on that. You'll get a higher rent, and people can go ahead and rent the casita as well as the lot. But you will need an RV on site in order to rent the casita.
That's understandable. And what is the split, and what type of income can someone expect to get in return when they put their lot back in the rental pool?
Well, it's not a rental pool. A rental pool implies that everybody shares in the rental revenue. It's actually a property that is for rent that we manage. And if somebody comes in and they want your type of property, then we'll provide the property, but you don't share in the revenue from other lots, and nobody shares in your revenue. So it's specific to your property. As far as what we take on that, it's a 30% charge in order to be in the rental pool. And for that, you get the professional management, and we'll take care of the property. We'll get it clean for you if you have a casita, before the people come and after the people leave, and it'll be, professionally managed.
Yeah, so a great way to offset your ownership expenses.
We anticipate a lot of owners wanting to rent their properties when they're not using them. We're anticipating the casitas to be extremely popular. We've already had people asking if they can rent the casitas. We just don't have any available for them yet to rent.
Yeah, well, I'm really looking forward to seeing this resort develop. This is incredible what you've built here. Now, if someone wants to purchase a lot or rent a lot here, what's the best steps for them to take?
Well, if you're here in Southwest Florida, we encourage you to come and visit us at our reception center. We're open 7 days a week. We have a great sales team, and you'll receive a personal tour of the project and all the information. If you're looking and you're out of town, we have a wonderful website. Our website is ofmcr.com, oldfloridamotorcoachresort.com. And if you go to the website, it's got a lot of information on it, and you can contact our sales and or rental department directly, and there's phone numbers and email addresses there.
Awesome, John. Well, thank you for your time, so appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Also appreciate all of you out there subscribing. We hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.